Hi guys, a pleasure to meet you again. Usually, this is the Dove Media. We enrich you with the bread of wheat and reason. Have you ever wondered the country Italy and how it was formed and the way it was? Even though it is the pop locality, Italy was not once a peaceful nation. First of all, press subscribe and we drive back in the 1800s. And also, hi again, let's head to our Italy. Before, Italy was under the domination of Austria and other foreign powers. There came a regent, a brainwashing man called Napoleon Bonaparte. After the 1789 French Revolution, where he rose to power, he began a campaign in 1805 known as the Italian Campaign, where he took over the domination of Italy against Austria. This is where the unification struggle began. By here, the first stage of the Italian unification was from 1796 up to 1815. During this time, Napoleon taught the Italian ideas of equality, liberty, fraternity, as the French Revolution said, which were the backbone for the rise of nationalism in Italy. Also, during this period, Napoleon started the process of unifying the states of Italy by dividing them to 12 states up to 3 big states. These states were Kingdom of Naples in the south, the Kingdom of Italy in the north, and the central states of Italy. And here the Italians for the first time realized the importance of unification. But aside Napoleon, you have other 4 personalities who played a key role in unification of Italy. These were Giuseppe Mazzini, known as the beating heart of Italy or the prophet of the Italian unification. We also have Giuseppe Garibaldi, known as the swordsman of Italy because he was a general, and he led many forceful stages of the unification. And also a diplomatic man, a good statesman, you know him, this Camillo Benso di Cavour, Count, Prime Minister of Sardinia, Piedmont, and also a friend of foreign powers because he seeked many foreign support for Italy. Later comes King Victor Emmanuel II, who also gave a noyau in the engine of unification. All these 4 personalities were pillars of the nowadays Italy we see. The second stage was between 1815 up to 1849. You all know here Napoleon was defeated, and this time was influenced by an intellectual Austrian leader known as Clemens Wenzel-Woltermann, who we know as Coachman of Europe. Also, as by this time Italy was under the control of foreign power, so as to unify the country, the Italian formed secret societies or movement, namely the Carbonari movement in 1820, which was formed by Giuseppe Mazzini, and also the Young Italian movement known as La Giovine d'Italia in Italian language, known as formed by Garibaldi, was formed. Also, one of the 4 personalities rose to power. Victor Emmanuel in 1849 rose to power after the 1848 European Revolution. Guys, also note that this was done in the manner of secrecy because here Metternich was a good spy and there was a great spy network which sometimes discouraged the mobilization of the Italians. This is the start of the amalgamation. We are going to head into the truth battle. Okay. By this time, firstly there occurred the Crimean War. You know this war, it was caused by Russia against the Britain and Turkey and France. By this time, Cavour Camillo took the Italian troops to fight with the Allied powers in the nonsense war. Please do subscribe, you'll find this Crimean War on the dashboard. It was done in a manner of no sense because there was no reason for fighting it. And also you will find out that the Allied powers have won, and they promised to help cover in liberating Italian states by signing a treaty called the Paris Peace Treaty, which ended the war. Also, there comes the stage of Colombia's Pact of 1858, which was signed by Cavour and Napoleon III. This was signed on the Italian border town of Colombia and made a pact agreement. This agreement said about the military assistance to be granted by Napoleon III to liberate Lombardy. In turn, Cavour promised the territories of Nice and Savoy as a thanks to France, which have contributed to the success of the liberation of Lombardy. And this later angered Garibaldi because his homeland Nice was given as a reward to France, which he referred as saying that I am a foreigner in my own country. By 1859, Lombardy was liberated, where Piedmont fought alongside France against Austria, and Austria was defeated at the battles of Solferino and Magenta, and Lombardy was liberated. Even though France were the only soldiers before the campaign was finished, it was successful to Italy. Another stage is about the liberation of the Central Duchies. These Central Duchies were Parma, Modena, and Tuscany, and they were liberated in 1960. They revolted against Austria so as to unite with Piedmont. Britain threatened Austria and France for not to intervene, and this favored the states to become free as they fought for unifying with Piedmont in a referendum, and hence the central duchies were put to Piedmont. And also here comes another stage of the liberation of Sicily and Naples. Here there was a revolution in Sicily in 1960. This was led by Garibaldi, who helped the revolutionaries with his Red Shirts army, and later on he was helped by Britain to liberate Naples, where he also defeated all them, and he handed over the Naples and Sicily to Piedmont. By this time, Mazzini and Garibaldi had the courage and motivation to also capture Rome, and they can finish off the war, but were intervened by Kiev because of fearing the reaction from France. There was also creation of parliament at Torino and Turin at the next stage in 1961. Here, after realizing they have won a big part, they formed an Italian unified empire, where Victor Emmanuel was elected as a president of United Italy, while Cavour was alongside as prime minister. Also, there was the liberation of Venetia. In 1866, this year, there was a war which raged between Prussia and Austria called Austro-Prussian War. Here, Italy allied with Prussia to fight against Austria, and Austria was defeated at the Battle of Sadowa. Then Prussia handed over Venetia to Italy and was put to Piedmont. The last stage of unification will get us to the second stage of unification. Here in 1848, by coming back, Mazzini and Garibaldi invaded Papal State in 1848 and formed a Roman Republic after annexing them. Then Napoleon III intervened and sent 200,000 soldiers in Papal States, which led to the exile of these two nationalists. Means Mazzini and Garibaldi went to exile. The troops were also left there. On the other side, Napoleon III in the next years had a secret oral treaty with the Prussian king at a location called Biarritz. It is known as the Biarritz Treaty. It said that Prussia is going to conquer some state against Austria, and then if France acts neutral on or help or ally with Prussia, it will be rewarded numerous states. Then after such a war, France asked for the reward for its help, and Prussia pretended like there was no treaty signed as the treaty was oral. This annoyed Napoleon III, and he provoked a war against Prussia. Due to the need of a strong military, the former troops in the Papal States, means the 200,000 troops, were withdrawn to help in fighting a war, which became a chance of Italy to liberate Rome and achieve total unification, as Rome was the only state which was remaining so as to achieve total unification. And hence in 1870-71, after the occurrence of this Franco-Prussian War, the unification of Italy was done, which means it was a long struggle, guys. Also, meeting the end, Italy was formed through a prolonged struggle. So thank you for your attentiveness. For more skill and information gaining documentaries, you can subscribe or share the video if it's possible. I love you. I was Ziza Hope on Dove Media. Ciao, ciao.